France has had some strange alliances. The Carolingians allied themselves with the Abbasid Caliphate in the 8th and 9th centuries, mostly just because the Eastern Romans did not want to ally, and the Moors in Spain were pretty scary. At the end, no wars were fought, but the two sides did establish commercial ties. In the 1260s, the now crusading Franks allied the Mongols for almost a century to fight their old Khalifist friends. But there was no coordination between the two, and by the 1300s, the Crusaders had lost their last foothold in the Holy Land. The alliance formally ended after Black Death disintegrated the Ilkhanate. Tamerlane attempted to continue the alliance, but died before anything was accomplished. Well, after the Mongols were gone, the French allied a caliphate again in 1537. Yeah, they were back at befriending the enemies of Christendom with their 300-year alliance with the Ottomans. Why? Because they had a common enemy, the Habsburgs. The French provided the Turks critical military aid in their conquests all the way to Hungary, and the Turks provided their fleet to help out the French in Italy, without which they could not have kicked the Habsburgs out from places like Corsica, which is where a certain Napoleon would be born 200 years later, who would conveniently put an end to the deal with the Turkish devil by invading Ottoman Egypt in 1798. Now, moving a bit away from the Middle East, in 1754 the French allied themselves with several Indians from both North America and India proper to fight off Britain in the 7 Years' War. The French, however, did not have a good enough navy, and the alliance became English clay. In 1807, the French, with the lead of Napoleon, allied the Persians to fight off the Brits and the Russians. And then Napoleon allied the Russians, and the Persian alliance broke in 1809. And then he attacked Russia in 1812 anyway, without Persia. Bro is a cruel MF, kissing his homies in the mouth and then treating them like that. Anyway, from all of these alliances, the Ottoman alliance was 100% the most successful for both parties. Everything else barely did anything or ended up in failure. Poor France. Well, I can follow for more men kissing.